Hello, welcome to Design Time. I'm Jackie Lacey, AIFD. We're actually at the 2017 AIFD National Symposium. We thought it was a perfect place for us to talk about some of the elements and principles of design, and this particular one is going to be on texture. What we want to do is we're going to look at some of the pieces that have already been presented on stage. They're now out in the viewing gallery that's out in the atrium of this particular hotel, and we're going to use them to discuss some of those elements and principles. If we look at this beautiful design, we can see how the color works, and that's an important element and principle of design. But with this particular design, if we look, we've got some of the celosia, also known as grain flour. It is a very velvety texture, but look how that incorporates all of the movement within that particular flower. Also, if we look at the hydrangeas, we've got purple, we've got pink, we've got some lighter tones. Also, a very soft mass flower that's adding a lot of texture and depth and color. So this particular design is incorporating many of the elements and principles in the same design, which is incredibly important because when you start to add those elements and principles together, you can really see that you've studied, you're on top of those, and you know how they work together. If we look at the pieces that are right behind us here, I thought that was a perfect opportunity for us to start to look at some of the texture and how you can create that depth of texture in something that really is quite 1D. If we look at this particular design, we've created this ruffle with the salal leaves going around the outside. We have some cork on the inside creating that sun, and look how great that little splash of color with the crespidea in the center really starts to pop. Some common products that are found in your floral shop as well as that we have access to and around, but when we start to incorporate those can really bring out the texture and the elements and principles quite well in a framed control environment like this. Moving over to this particular design, we have the green beans. Who would have thought about using green beans in a floral piece? The sunburst that's right in the center, again with that crespidea, it's soft in the texture with the smooth green bean, and then around that they have layered in some of those little medallion wooden pieces from Accent Decor that are available. And again, framing out and finishing the design is the layered salal leaves, stacked on one on top of each other, glued together. It makes an incredible finished piece, and if you look at it, that's something that's really a piece of art that you would want to have in your home. And then the last piece that we're going to talk about today in this particular trio was created with some wood pieces right in the center, layering that round sundial effect in the center, again with minimal crespidea, adding that little splash of color, almost like something peeking out between the rocks, again with the salal frame bordering that in there, and then on a metal stanchion so that we have those smooth textures, some rough texture. We also have the salal leaves that are in there, the soft texture of the crespidea. Having a variety of texture and creates an interesting piece, something that you want to not only look at, but you really want to touch it and see how that was put together. Hope you'll join us again next time for Design Time.